An incident when a driver ran a red light and crushed the road. A disaster moment when drunken drivers join the traffic. Or a situation where an unexpected crash makes a community concern. Check them all out in the video today to learn more about our role on the road. Let's go! A video released by the Sarasota Police Department has drawn a lot of controversy. It happened around 6:30 p.m. on Monday in the area of 22nd Street and Maple Avenue.
236 dispatch! 236, start me EMS!
The officer was leaving the scene after responding to a previous call when he accidentally hit a teen riding a dirt bike in the street, without protective gear and with no parents around.
236! It's okay.
This has raised a big question: who's to blame here? Was it the officer's lack of attention or the parents' negligence? The child quickly received medical care. The officer involved in the incident was placed on restricted administrative duty while Sarasota Police and the Florida Highway Patrol conducted an investigation. Intersections are some of the busiest and most complex spots on the road, so breaking the rules, like running a red light or speeding, can lead to really serious consequences here. This is a perfect example of running a red light and the consequences that come with it. It's pretty clear the biker ran the red light. The fuel truck driver did a great job reacting in time and avoiding a crash with the biker. What do you think about this? Who should be held responsible for the damages here? Just kidding, that Ferrari would crush any driver who hit it. Such an insane incident. A car suddenly ran a red light at pretty high speed and crashed into 3 other vehicles from both sides, and they all got sent flying pretty far. A cyclist was heading toward the accident as it happened, but luckily he stopped just in time and was safe. Why is there a yellow light as a transition between the red and green lights? Here's the reason. Instead of slowing down and stopping, this car just kept moving and collided with another car coming from the left lane. So always slow down and stop, even if the yellow light hasn't turned red yet. It's just better for you and for others. You're never fast enough to go through an intersection in just a few seconds. Following traffic light rules and speed limits is always a must at intersections. Traffic accidents can sometimes be unavoidable, but at least you can take steps to prevent them by yourself. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, this really took off like in a racing game. However, this game has no respawn technique. I honestly wonder what could have made the driver do that. Was it the exciting feeling of taking risks, or was he just drunk? Whatever it was, it's definitely concerning. Reckless driving. Going into the wrong lane. Or even stopping right in the middle of the road. What type of driver do you think usually does these things? Yep, drunk drivers. This is a typical day of a drunk driver. It's easy to see that this driver had lost control of the wheel. However, instead of stopping and asking for help, he kept moving and repeatedly crashed into the curb. Really concerning. The difference in color between the front and the back shows how hard he hit. Here's a brawl between a tough driver and a drunk driver. It looks like the driver of the silver car got drunk and went the wrong way. It then encountered a semi and got pushed back really hard. Luckily, the drunk driver didn't fight back, or this could have been a crazy situation. Drivers often try to avoid or speed up to overtake groups of cyclists on the road because they tend to ride in the wrong lane and are unpredictable. So what would happen if these cyclists encountered a drunk driver? Check out this moment. You can see that the car collided with the cyclists after it recklessly tried to overtake another car and crashed into them. Luckily, the cyclists were okay after the accident. In this case, many people blamed the drunk driver, while others argued that the cyclist riding in the same lane as other vehicles was also really unsafe. The characteristic of drunk drivers is that they lose control of their behavior, and that can sometimes put others in danger. Check out this moment. A woman appeared who seemed to be taking a leak on the highway, which can be reasoned from her drunken state, the puddle under her car, and the fact that she was pulling up her pants as she got out of the vehicle.
Stay over where the taxi guy is. Don't go into the lane.
She then got back into the car and spent a long time messing with her phone and didn't move the car to any other place.
Watch out. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah, don't stand in the lanes. Eddie, you gotta get out of there. Hey, get out of the car. You gotta get out. You're gonna get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. You're getting by a car.
This really confused and annoyed a lot of people. The woman's identity wasn't disclosed, but the police soon arrived at the scene and arrested her on suspicion of driving under the influence. This is another incident involving a drunk woman, but it's more intense. The people in the car that was hit were okay. They were a couple, and they said they were hit by a BMW X3 with the woman driving. The police report stated that the woman had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. This was Indianapolis in winter when many rivers and canals were frozen over. It became an interesting place for people to stroll, ice skate, and even drive.
That's so ballsy.
A car was casually driving on the ice, leaving many people confused and surprised. Others wondered how the car ended up there since this was usually a frozen river.
Well,
Unfortunately, the car reached a section of ice that wasn't stable and fell into the water. The reason for the above incident is still clear. However, many people think that this driver was drunk and got lost. Some others said he was actually a tourist who got lost. The way drunk drivers drive is usually a mix of losing control and being stubborn. Sometimes they might cause some funny scenes, but in many cases they can lead to serious situations. If you come across someone showing signs of being drunk, keep a safe distance and call the police. Cycling is definitely a great activity for our health. However, doing it on unsafe roads is a whole different story. Such an insane close call. The woman got caught on a pretty long object and was dragged to the ground. It was lucky that she's wearing a good helmet. You can see that there are quite a few trucks passing through this area, and riding close to them is definitely not a smart choice. This moment must have left you pretty confused. It's surprising that the accident wasn't caused by a young person, but by an elderly man. Hope he's okay and the insurance is all set. Anyway, what made an older person drive at that speed? One reason could be that older people don't fully accept their age or health decline. They still think they can do everything they used to. Another reason is their ability to control the vehicle and judge speed tends to be poorer, making it hard for them to manage their speed flexibly. Check out this moment. The blue car suddenly sped up, but then slowed down, colliding with the black car behind it. The black car was then hit by a semi-truck that came up from behind. Another reason could be that all the vehicles were going pretty fast, and they just didn't have time to react when the accident happened. The wild moment was caught on camera in the West Lawn neighborhood. Two tow truck drivers crashed while fighting over a Corolla after a previous collision. The police got involved to handle the situation, but it's unclear what the outcome was. Lesson here is that always stay calm and avoid getting caught up in the chaos. Things can escalate quickly when you least expect it. Check out this Chevelle. What happens to it will probably shock you. It's unclear why the Chevelle lost control like that. It could have been a brake failure, or maybe the driver let off the gas too suddenly and couldn't regain control. Luckily, it seems like the fault was with the Chevelle, because if not, that other driver would have been facing some serious repair costs that would have ruined his next few weeks. Look at these muscle wheels, really awesome. But this is the typical result of illegal street racing, especially with expensive cars like the BMW and Mustang there. The law isn't there to restrict us, it's there to protect us. Always follow the law. Check out this moment. This incident was reported where a teenager crashed a brand new stock Supra while trying to show off at a car meet. He told everyone it was his, but it was actually a loaner from the dealership. Don't be that guy. Lesson here, trying to impress others can cost you more than you think. Always think before you act. Thank you for watching BEZED LAB channel videos. If you enjoy our journey of discovery, don't miss out on what's next. Subscribe, like, and share our videos. See you soon!